Hi everyone, long time no see. I'm so sorry. I hope everyone is doing well and had a great start to their new year so far. I am sorry for the lack of videos. I will insert some reason why I mentioned it prior videos, reason why I haven't been on here. Um, Getting Marley well has been a team effort, and it takes all household members to rotate shifts and to watch this dog, because he's 115 pounds of pure orneriness and muscle, and he's a naughty boy at times. He's had 4 surgeries. He got a abscess cut on his leg from playing, and it turned into an abscess, so they had to take care of that and put stitches in. Well, they put staples the first 2 times, sorry, and he tore him out, got to him and tore him out when he was unsupervised for maybe about 10 minutes. Okay, so then another surgery, and he got to those. Now, the third surgery, they put staples in, and then the fourth surgery, he removed 3 of them. So we have been sitting practically night and day watching this dog. That's all we do, it seems like. I work in between, and then we rotate again. Each member of the family will do what they can until they're just at their wits' end. So let's get on into some news. Oh, by the way, we do have about 5 days. It's completely healed, but we're just giving it. The vet said about another 5 days till Tuesday, and guess what? The Marley Patrol is ended. So yeah, I will be celebrating. Believe me, it's been an ordeal. So the news. All right, I wanted to report this time ago, but again, it's still serious and it's still ongoing. The migrants, I'm just going to use the word illegals, that have been pouring across our borders were put up into really nice, fancy hotels. One of them being the Row in New York City, and I will include some footage. These illegal people have taken over. I think it's a $400 or $500 a night hotel, right? That they have been put up in, and the taxpayers are paying for it. The taxpayers are buying them nice food that they have complained about and said they don't want to eat the food, they don't like it, and they're dumping it. They're getting themselves hot plates and cooking in the hotel room. They are having sex in the stairwells. There are having fights. The police have to be called. A person was injured. I mean, these people are really classy, all right? People that we're letting in. They have no respect for our country. They have no respect for the managers at the hotel, the staff there. They act like they own the place. The managers complained to the general manager, and he said, I can't say anything to them. They have sold out for the government's money. Money always talks, right? So that brings me to people in our own country that are really suffering buying groceries right now, okay? And wait till you see all of this food just thrown into black hefty bags into the dumpster, not given to homeless people or people that could use this food. No, it's being disregarded into the trash. Food into the trash. That is, in biblical terms, a huge sin in God's eyes, okay? There are families that will wish they had that food that's being dumped right now. And veterans that fought for our country, okay, that are living on the street or living in vehicles because the rent is so expensive that they can't afford rent and to survive and eat. Our veterans should come first, okay, over the people not of this country. As you see, everything is upside down, backwards in this country under this administration. Antifa calling out to take out police. Is it in Atlanta, I believe? That is going on right now. They call it anarchy. I cannot believe what is going on in this country. An important article that me and someone very close were just having a discussion about last week, right? I don't know if you can see that there. With all viruses, influenza, there's shedding, right? You know, when people have a temperature, that's how people get sick, obviously, shedding. But this is much more serious, because these people that's had the hokey pokey is shedding the M/R/N/A/spike/pro/teen. Okay, I have to talk like that because of the tube. Onto the hokey pokey. Okay, so I'm just gonna, so if you can make sense of that right there, I'll just leave it or screenshot it. I'm gonna link it, right? I'll try to read a little. It is entirely possible, according to the findings of a recent study, that those who are fully jab for the scam shed messenger M-R-N-A and the protein onto others, including jab, hokey pokey, right? And please read this, because I don't know how much this is going to make sense. YouTube has really been on my butt. Not that they've done anything, only they have been stealing my hours like crazy. Literally 50 hours, watch hours a day they'll steal. Okay. This is this perspective held by Dr. Peter McCulligan, an outspoken opponent of the hokey pokey, who cites a paper published by French pharmacologist Dr. Helene Banaun. I may be butchering her last name, sorry. And the medical journal Infectious, I can't use that word. You know what it comes after. Infectious starts with the D. Research as evidence of this, okay? The unhokey pokeyed can contract the hokey pokey ingredients via bodily fluids such as saliva, sweat, sexual contact. Dr. Banaun found the P that released it own clinical trials revealed much the same, suggesting that the hokey pokey ingredients can pass through inhalation or skin contact, as well as through semen from a man and passage through breast milk. That hokey pokey is a bioweapon developed more than a decade before Operation Warp Speed. We now know, based on Dr. McCulligan's extensive research in the matter of the M/R/N/A technology used in the hokey pokey taken by most of the now vaccinated population was developed by none other than the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency's, DARPA, as far back as 2011. And I'm going to stop there because I just want you to please go read this and you can make more sense of how I'm trying to read it here. So what they're basically saying is that if you are around anybody and you're not taking extra precaution, you can be getting the ingredients. And over half of the population, your coworkers, you know, maybe one of your partners, what I mean by partners is your wife, your husband, your son, your daughters have taken it because they've had to keep their job or go to school. And if you aren't taking extraordinary precaution, those ingredients are being passed on to you. Now, person and I that were talking about this think hopefully that maybe it's such a minute concentration of it, because it would have to be airborne, that maybe, okay, maybe that your immune system could disregard it. We don't know that. We're not scientists, we're not doctors. That's a hopeful possibility, because that's a very scary thing. You go to a restaurant, people are cooking your food, they're handling your food. It could be serious, right? Eggs are now becoming a luxury item. No joke. Eggs are up 60%. Okay. The restaurants say that they are suffering, that they can't afford. I mean, that the people that come into the restaurants, they can't afford to purchase eggs. So that should seriously tell you something. I went to the store and I bought eggs last week. They were $5.99. That was the cheapest I could find for organic. They weren't pasture range. They were just cage-free organic eggs. And that was at Stater Brothers, and that was the full circle brand, pretty much. Marley's out. To buy eggs, it's an expensive item, and a lot of people are having to cut it out of their diet right now. And that's so sad, because I believe that the chickens were being sabotaged on purpose, right? To go along with the whole agenda of, getting rid of the food, to cause a problem here, right? Yeah, so I said I will insert some of those articles. I'll wrap it up. We are at 13 minutes now. I will be back on track. I know I keep saying that, but honestly, Marley will be, God willing, healed up by Tuesday is our day we get freed from this nightmare. Yeah, and we get our lives back Tuesday. So I will be back on track next week, and take extra precaution out there, people that are unjabbed, because we don't know, right? We don't know this is true or not, and don't take the risk. So I wish all of you well. Be safe out there. Crime is up as always. I always say this, and I'm sure there's a lot more that I need to report, but I'm just thankful to get on here and reach all of you, because I have missed you so much. And don't think that I haven't I forgot about you, because I haven't. I've just had my hands extremely full right now, and I'm sure a lot of you understand that and know how that is. Life's inbox is always full, right? So with that, I wish all of you well. God bless, and until next time, take care, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.
If you are type 2 and take metformin, well, check your feet and legs for these two things that I'm going to.
This is bags and bags of food being thrown away because the migrants don't want to eat them, and they just go to waste. This is all food that is going to waste. This is insane. This is fresh. This is good food. Good food, but they don't want to eat it. They said they don't like it.
Now, what you just saw is this huge amount of food that's been thrown away daily at this big New York City hotel that's being used to house illegal immigrants. Now, according to this whistleblower, more than 36,400 have come to New York City in the last few months, and city officials have put them up in at least 14 hotels, one of them being The Row in Times Square. Now, that's where the pictures that you're seeing right now were taken. My next guest, Felipe Rodriguez, says that he's worked there since 2017, but now that illegals have taken it over, the place is complete chaos And Felipe joins me now. Felipe, good to see you tonight. Now, when you say chaos, tell us what you mean. Fights, drugs, altercations, other violations?
Good evening. Nice for you to have me. Thank you. The chaos that we see at the road today is compiled by migrants being drunk, drinking all day, smoking marijuana, consuming drugs, and domestic violence, people having sex in the stairs, young people, teenagers. They use the fire exit stairs to go in there and do what teenagers do. We have people, actually trying to act like the hotel is theirs and we have no rights. The form in which they keep their rooms is horrendous. They don't clean it. They don't fold their clothes. They don't. I mean, it's in piles and piles. They're hoarding clothes. They're hoarding whatever they can hoard, and there's no accountability. And when you go into a rooms and you say something, the hotel management, especially the GM, has directed us that we're not allowed to tell them nothing, and practically they have carte blanche at the route.
So Felipe, so what you'd say is that you don't see this sort of expected gratitude for free housing, free food, obviously shelter in a city where rent is very expensive. You're not seeing a lot of that.
When there was a time in 2017 where I paid a lot of money to house my wife and my kids, and I paid cable, I paid gas, I paid light, I paid my car payments. There was a lot of stuff that I had to be responsible for. Fortunately for the migrants, they got the government of the United States to hand them carte blanche to pretty much do as they wish. They go in and out of the hotel at will. You got people sick in there. They're spreading all type of illnesses, chicken pox, COVID, what you may have, and nobody is telling them they can't do that. So right now, the ones that have all the power, the migrants, the hotel workers lost their power at the hotel. The GM doesn't have our back. I guess all he cares about is making the money that he's making. But
I don't want to turn this into a personal grievance about the GM or how the hotel is run. What we're interested in, Felipe, is what's happening with the use of taxpayer dollars. New York, it's estimated, has spent about $1 billion. That's the estimate on the illegal immigrants in New York City, including the housing that you're seeing. Now, we're showing pictures of weed, marijuana that you said was found at the hotel. So how did you find it? Or you didn't find it? Do you know who this belonged to?
I collected it. The marijuana there was a fight in the lobby. I was there that night, and one of the migrants was drunk, and he took a swung on a security officer, hit him in the head. The security for the hotel took him down. The NYPD responded, and when the NYPD entered the hotel,
I want to see a really stupid couple. Look at this stupid couple. They crawled into dog crates just to see if it would be funny. And then they got stuck and locked in the dog crates. No. Not only the wife, but the husband too. Crawled in both. And then they had to scooch over and rescue each other and help each other get out. What a bunch of idiots. Em and I would never do anything like that. Tonight on Jesse Waters.